Good morning, guys.
Hey.
Welcome to TantrumCon Studio 3. I'm Sidekick Larry.
I am not intern Dan. I'm journeyman Dan.
I'm Melissa Delp, and at the table we have Hannah, who actually needs a nickname for Tantrum House.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
yeah.
those of you watching, maybe you can give us some ideas of what we should call Hannah. She has done some great jobs with some administrative stuff, learning games, so she needs to be promoted.
She didn't like my last nickname,
Uh-oh.
Voxana.
Oh, no. Yeah, no. We're not going with that one. Well, thank you for joining us. We want to mention our sponsors for the Saturday morning board game show. We have the Op, Burnt Island Games, BG Shield, and the Good Game Company. And we are so appreciative of their sponsorship. And we're going to show a couple of their products and games today on the show, and then a bunch of other stuff. We're also going to have a giveaway.
Yeah.
Why don't you guys talk about books and giveaway, and I'm actually going to head to the table, so I'll be ready when you bop back there.
Sounds good. What do you have, Larry?
I have a book called The Gates of Thelgrim. It's from the game, or I guess it corresponds with Descent. I don't know if any of you have played Descent, Legends of the Dark. But yeah, a little novel here.
Some light reading there. And I've got from the Arkham Horror World, The Deadly Grimoire by Rosemary Jones. So it looks like kind of a noir period. You've got Winifred Habamuck and the flapper detective Betsy Baxter and Tom Sweet's the handsome bookworm.
Who was the first one again?
Winifred Habamuck.
Sounds good to me.
I don't know how else you'd say that. That looks good. The Woman Without Fear. So that is from the Arkham Horror World, The Deadly Grimoire, and The Gates of
Thelgrim.
Thelgrim from Descent.
Yeah.
So we're gonna be giving those away on the show today.
Giveaways.
Yep. So if you have some suggestions for nicknames for Hannah,
yeah.
new titles,
Whoever
drop
gets the
those
best
in the chat.
one.
We'll pick a random winner from the end, and we'll send you these two books sometime later in the show. I think we might be ready to jump over to the couch though.
Nope, the table.
Nope. Every time.
But sure, we'll jump.
But sure, jump.
Good morning! Today we're talking about Paris and the Eiffel expansion. It's a two-player game where you are working to light all the buildings of Paris with street lamps. It's taken over 2 phases. The first phase you'll be placing tiles into the board and also choosing different buildings. In phase 2, you will be either placing your buildings on the cobblestone streets or you'll be choosing actions from these postcards around the board. The Eiffel expansion is actually introducing 8 new action postcards as well as a scorecard. I don't think I've ever seen a scorecard come in the expansion before, but it's a great addition. This is a 2-player game. You're either playing as the orange or the blue. And it's basically if you have a building by a street lamp, it's going to be worth more points. When you place your buildings, you're either going to be placing it has to be placed on your color. So if you're playing blue, Melissa, you have to place it on the blue.
All right, so I could not place a building here because there's this little
there is an
orange square there.
So that's where the
Tricky.
strategy comes in phase 1 and making sure that you can be able to place your buildings in phase 2. But what's really cool about this game is that you have all of these postcards, which are your actions. So on the back side, this one is you'll be able to place at any color tile anywhere on the board. But when you have chosen that action, you flip it over and then you place one of your 4 action tokens on top of it. But I don't think I've ever seen postcards as cool art before.
They are beautiful. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, we have some catacombs here, which come with a little skull.
Yeah, the catacombs. And that one, when you place it, if someone places a building on top of that, you're now building on top of the catacombs and you're going to get more points.
Okay.
And it's basically whoever wins the most points at the end of the 2 phases. It's about 30 minutes. It's really simple. If you love tile laying games, absolutely check this out.
All right, so this is Paris from Devir Games, laying these tiles to show where you can actually put these tiles, then laying these tiles taking actions. So I'm guessing the Eiffel Tower comes with the expansion,
Correct.
since the expansion is called
Yes.
Eiffel.
And even you have the Arc de Triomphe, and that will go on. And basically, where they're placed, it'll add more points to you later in the game.
All right.
Are we?
So,
Yeah.
yeah, I actually haven't played this. I'm very jealous that Hannah
Yes.
got a chance to play this before I
It's
did.
really good.
But yeah, 2 players only.
Mm-hmm.
Paris, and then Paris Eiffel, the expansion. And now we're going to go to the couch and see what the guys have over there.
All right, so we're looking at the new expansion to Pictures from Rio Grande Games. This is called Pictures Orange. It's going to add a bunch of additional cards to the table that we're going to be able to try to create using our objects. And it's also going to add a couple of new objects. I don't know if Larry wants to pull in. This should actually be pretty fun. We're not going to play the official full game, so but we'll definitely show off some of the new component pieces. So we've got 3. Let's put these away. There's 3 of us. That'll be perfect. All right, so we've got 3 new options. That one's only 2.
Here, you get the clothespins.
Oh,
All
lucky.
right.
You're going to use the frames. All right, so you're going to get this guy, and then I'll pick
Congratulations.
building blocks. This should be fun.
Am I seriously using the
You are seriously using the
Seriously
clothes.
using
Exactly.
those. Oh.
I didn't know this. But it turns out it works out perfectly.
We've got a grid of cards laid out on the table, and we're going to draw. The new expansion does come with a score pad as well, which is quite handy. We're going to draw a token out of the bag, each of
Okay.
us. It's going to be our secret coordinate on the board.
Great.
And then we're going to use our objects to try and create said
luck.
image so that the others can vote on them and guess.
What?
So using just your clothespins and these 2 orange felt pieces, you do that. Larry, your tiles, you have a couple different variations of play. You can either use all the tiles, including the white side, to fill in your frame. Or you can not use the tiles. You don't have to fill the whole frame. You can decide and let us know which one you pick. You could just use a couple, like if you were just like, I want to just do this.
Oh, gotcha.
Like that's all. That's fine. Or you can fill in the entire frame. We don't have a time limit, so we'll see. But once you figure out which,
We could be here all day.
Yeah.
we could be here. Oh gosh, I'm gonna lose. This helps you determine what the bottom of your picture is. So if you want to orient it like the same way as the photos that are on the table, you can.
Okay.
And otherwise, I think we just started a timer, which there probably was the same timer somewhere in the original box, and I've now dropped it on the ground. I think you have until like the first person is finished, and then this timer starts. It's been a little while since I played the base game, but we're not, there's the house rules here. All right, so I'm gonna try to get you to guess this. I already lost. This is the
I'm
worst
a
thing
winner
ever.
already. This is gonna be. Good thing I picked these tiles and not the clothespin.
All right, I'm ready. Good luck to y'all.
Oh, I totally got it.
Oh, very nice. Maybe. I don't know. There's a couple things out there. All right, so then what we're supposed to do is timer runs out on us. You keep working. And we have to vote on which one we think Dan's 3-dimensional sculpture of orange
It's
felt
beautiful.
is.
Yeah.
I mean, he used the round one, so I think that can eliminate several. You've got, let's talk out loud amongst
Sure.
ourselves.
Yeah.
Larry, which one do you think is...
It's facing this way, apparently.
This is the bottom of the picture, so similar to that orientation. I don't know if you can see it you probably can't see it in the overhead, but hopefully you can see this lovely sculpture. And then you can switch to that to see what options we got out there that have circles
I think
on
they've
them.
got this in this camera shot right here.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, I feel like he's got some of that going on
Oh, maybe.
right in here.
Maybe.
Although this is at like a very vertical angle too, so it's also could be like marbles. Dish jar open head.
And the clothespins are marbles.
Maybe. I think I want to go with that one. Are we even close? That's my vote right there.
That's your vote? Larry, do you have
no.
a vote?
B2.
You're going B2?
C4.
It's C4.
What?
Yes. You got the marble jar and the marbles coming out of it. Yeah.
I guess this would have been, if it was like this, it would have been even more like that one.
Correct, yeah.
Yeah, obviously. Mistakes were made. What do you got, Larry? Larry's got a little housey castle, maybe some trees on the left side.
So,
I do see
is this the bottom?
Yeah.
Can we get that in the camera? Maybe we can. We're going to assume it's not those bottom two. Switch to that overhead. You can see if you can guess which image Larry's got going on.
I mean, I think I'd have to go B4.
B4, it seems like a strong
what?
choice to me. He's got a tree. I see the tree action.
There's a tree, there's a house.
He's got a pointy. This isn't
like,
quite as pointy.
I'm going to guess smoke, like out of a chimney. I don't see smoke anywhere else.
I feel like that's. I'm going B4 as well.
Yeah.
Yay,
Yes.
champions!
Yeah.
Will, we've got like
Good luck on
What
mine.
is
a little
Will
train
doing?
block here going on.
Yeah.
Train of blocks.
I didn't keep in mind that the rotation is like I probably should have rotated it more this way.
Oh, it's facing me.
Yes.
Great. Perfect.
Oh, Chantel's texting me. Look at that.
Ooh.
We didn't mention it, but half of we had TantrumCon last week, and then everybody went on
maybe that
vacation
bus?
this week.
Could be the bus.
Maybe the bus.
Chantel's
Or
obviously
this.
not watching the show.
Could
I
be
mean, it
that.
only has one side of the building, though.
I don't know. I feel like Will's was rough.
These pieces were tough. to
That's
work
yeah.
Oh, is that the problem?
Felt and
that's
clothes
my
pins were a
excuse.
lot easier. But
with. You made a masterpiece of it.
that's right.
All
I
right,
don't
we
know.
guess
I would
Alright.
guess D4.
All right. Yeah.
D4.
Go with it.
Oh, it was D3. See, I got like the sunrise.
Whoa.
I mean, I also got the hardest card ever.
Yeah.
It's
That
I'll
doesn't
give you
look
that one.
anything like the card.
Squiggly lines in a straight lineage. That's all I got. I got nothing else on that one.
Yeah, that's hard.
Yeah. So that is the expansion. If you are familiar with pictures, we just slaughtered the playthrough of it. But the idea is that you're creating these images using your assorted and allotted items. And the original version comes with like sticks and rocks. There's also like string. I don't know what happened to the original pile.
Where did this
So what did
So
Orange
the new
just
expansion
add?
adds this felt and paper
Okay.
clips, clothespins. It adds those tiles.
Okay.
It adds the score pad and
More pictures, I
and more
assume?
pictures. Yeah, all these are new pictures. They all came with that, and everything's double-sided as well. So there's endless opportunities for you to be
Awesome.
able to create stuff.
Very cool.
But that is Pictures Orange. Check that one out from Rio Grande Games. Are we ready at the table? I said table correctly.
Good job, Will. So we're back at the table, and now we're looking at full throttle. I can say this. I wanted to give it another F
Yes.
sound because this game is designed by Friedman Friest, and almost all of his games start with F, sometimes a double F.
Yeah.
And he really likes the color green.
Yes.
Yes. So this is published by Rio Grande Games, Full Throttle. This is a moped race. So, all sorts of different things race. In this game, it's mopeds. It can play 2 to 6 players. I think most of the times I've played it, it's been at the 5 to 6 player
Yeah.
count. There are some slightly different rules for 2 and 3 players for the lower player counts. I may or may not remember to say those as we play.
That's fine.
But the basic idea is each round you're going to flip over a number of cards. The number is based on player count. For 2 players, it's 6 cards.
Okay.
And that's going to show which mopeds are going to move. So this says red moves 1 space. Uh-oh, red can't move 1 space because red is blocked in all the lanes. So that card does nothing. Now we're going to have orange move 2 spaces. Orange can do that. Black is not going to move 1 space because black is blocked in. Yellow can move one of the 2 spaces. Black can move 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more card. And then red can move
there
one
you go.
of the 2 spaces. So after this happens, we're actually going to do a draft. And I think this does work better with the higher
Yes,
player counts.
absolutely.
But basically, I get to choose one of the cards that was drawn this turn, and I'm going to put it into my deck as if I'm betting on that moped to finish first, second, or third at the end of the 3rd lap. The trick is, though, whatever card I take out is no longer in the deck. So if I take this 3 black, I've just removed a 3 movement from that card. So it's a bit of a balance. So say and no one else knows this, but I take the 1 black, then it would go around the table. Each person would take 1. And then in a 2 and 3 player game, you choose 1 to actually remove from the game face down completely. And it's going to go in a stack of 6 because we'll reveal them later.
Okay.
Then Hannah, as the last player, gets to rearrange these cards however she wants on the bottom of the deck.
Yep.
Which matters because most likely we will get to those cards again. So you're kind of, especially later in the game, determining which ones will be able to move.
Right.
So it's this balance of how heavily have people bet on certain colors? Are their colors going to come up again? So again, we do it. Black moves 2. Red can move 2. Yellow can move 3. Yellow's going to move another 2. Wow, yellow's moving another 2.
And then...
Oh, on a +2 space, so going another 2. That yellow's shooting up ahead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then orange gets to move 3. And then again, we would do another drafting. Obviously, if yellow is taken a lot, there'll be fewer cards, or maybe a lot of the yellow gets stuck on the bottom and it'll move a lot later in the game.
Yeah.
So we've kind of seen that ones that go really fast at the beginning sometimes stall out a little bit in the end.
Yeah, I will say how I won this game was I concentrated on only 2 colors in the beginning. If I got those cards, I just took those colors. And then about halfway through the game, I was like, I'm going to sabotage one. And I'm going to take only that color when that card comes up. And it actually, those 3 colors got in first, second, and third place. So I ended up crushing everybody. So I would definitely only concentrate. Don't diversify.
Yeah, I
Stay.
was like, so you want to have 2 of every single color, right?
No.
That
No.
didn't work for me. But Full Throttle, the mechanics are really easy. Basically, you're flipping cards, moving the things, keeping cards. I think the first time I played, I was like, there's nothing here.
Yeah.
And then about halfway through the game, you're like, oh.
Yeah.
These things do matter.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a little random, and people are choosing the order that they put things on the bottom.
And it does matter later in the game.
So you play until 3 mopeds have crossed the finish line. The third time, we keep track of the laps with the little tokens to, poor green and blue haven't even gotten through
they'll get their
first
turn.
lap yet.
Their time is coming.
But that is Full Throttle from Rio Grande Games. Plays 2 to 6. I think it works really well in that 4 to 6 range.
Absolutely.
Quick, maybe about 30-ish minutes.
Yep.
And pretty easy. Going to the couch.
All right, so we've got 2 games on the table right here. One is from our sponsor, The Op, which is Pic Twist. Now, we're not going to really talk too much about this game, but we do have a playthrough of it on our channel. It's a pretty slick little game. It's kind of that like 9 puzzle sliding type of game, but you're going to be programming cards to play it, which is pretty cool. The playthrough was a lot of fun. What I'm actually going to be doing, though, is I'm going to be applying some of our BG Shield, which is one of our sponsors for the show, to the box. If you were at TantrumCon, which I'm seeing lots of chatter in the comments about TantrumCon, woohoo! We definitely need to talk about that a little bit later on in the show. Thank you guys so much for coming out for that. If you did attend TantrumCon, you got a little, it wasn't actually a sample bottle, it was an empty bottle to trick you.
It's a promotional
However,
bottle.
there was a great discount inside, so if you didn't look inside the bottle, pull out the little coupon code, and you can order BG Shield on their website now. And we're going to give you an idea of what it looks like. I'm going to apply it to this box right now and let it dry. While I do that, Dan is going to explain to us the new legendary Doctor Strange deck of cards. This is not out yet. It's coming out like this week or something, next week.
March 9th is the release date.
Give us the rundown on those while I apply a little BG Shield.
All right, so Doctor Strange in the Shadows of Nightmare. This is a 100 card
game.
Yeah, 100 player game.
Oh.
No, a 100 card set expanding on the Marvel Legendary Universe, and this is all Doctor Strange stuff. So if you have been waiting for Dormammu, he is in this set. He's one of the big bad guys. The other big bad guy is Nightmare.
Can you hear this? Is this real loud on the microphone?
Hopefully not. So we've got lots of different cards here. If we can zoom in on these guys. This is Nightmare here. He is going to lead his group of the Fear Lords, and they are down here. So they've got lots of different new abilities and different things that they come in to attack you with. And then of course Dormammu. And they play into this theme. Before I get into that, I want to touch on the heroes. You've got 5 new heroes, 2 unaffiliated guys. So we've got the Vishanti that you can play as, and the Ancient One. So hopefully you've seen Doctor Strange and you've seen the Ancient One. This is the comic book form of him. We have Doctor Strange as an Avenger. Previously he was only in the Illuminati, in the game at least. And then we've got Dr. Voodoo, and we have Clea, who is a Marvel Knight. If you know the game, hopefully all of that makes sense to you. But that's just the comic book strain that they come from. We've got 4 new schemes, and honestly I haven't been able to look through a lot of those yet. But 5 new heroes to add to the game, all centered around the Doctor Strange and the netherworld kind of feel. So a couple of the new keywords, we've got the astral plane. Some villains can go into the astral plane, and that's like a separate city space. They don't exist because they're physically not there, right? So in order to fight them, you have to use your recruit instead of fight. But they can still be pushed out of the astral plane. They can still cause KOing and all that horrible stuff that you face. Cheating? No.
Good cheating.
Good cheating. No. You also have you face bargains that you have to decide whether or not you think you can handle it. Are you too proud to be corrupted by power? You basically have to discard the top card of your deck, and if it's over 1 cost, you get a penalty. If it's 0 cost, then you might get the benefit, but you're potentially going to get a penalty in doing that. Sometimes it forces you to do that. Sometimes it's a choice. The other thing that they brought back and added to is the artifact keyword. So artifacts are cards that when you play them, they stay on the table, and then you can use them at a later time. So Doctor Strange has this ritual artifact. The difference here is with a ritual artifact, you have to then accomplish something in the game to then use its ability. Usually artifacts just kind of like they trigger as you play the game. But ritual artifacts, you are going to have to actually do something to get his special ability. Looks like this one could give you 7 fight, which is pretty stinking powerful.
It could be helpful.
It could be very helpful, yes. So lots of different stuff there. I think thematically,
I feel like I need to read the comics.
Absolutely,
yeah. I'm pretty up to date on my Doctor Strange video movie watching. I'm ready to watch the new one. Watch the What If.
And who knows how this plays into the next
I would guess that there's some references, to stuff that'll be coming in the movie.
I'm sure.
So.
Yeah.
It looks like on this new schemes, there's twists here, and then you have to do duels of science, and then duels of magic, and then duels of science and magic.
Okay.
And if the mastermind wins 5 of them, you lose.
You lose. Ouch.
You lose. Yeah.
Cool stuff.
All right, so obviously we'll let you take this with you this week. Are you planning it at lunch on Thursday?
Absolutely.
When does this come to the table?
We're going to have to get it sleeved and get it on the table, check it out, send out some pictures. Yeah, for sure.
All right, if you lose to Dormammu, do you have to start all over again?
You're just in a time loop at that point.
Forever.
You're stuck.
Yeah. That's the movie.
Keep on starting all over.
All right, excellent stuff. That is Doctor Strange's new legendary deck. Check it out, coming soon, because it's not available just yet, but coming your way. All right, back to the table.
Hello! Welcome back to the table. We're taking a look at Star Trek missions. Now, this is from Wizkids Games, and it's actually based on the game Fantasy Realms. So if you're familiar with Fantasy Realms, basically you have a hand of cards, you are drawing a card and then discarding a card and trying to get the best hand of cards that you can. So all the cards score in different ways. You want certain things together. You'll get negative points for having certain things in your hand. So by the end of the game, you want the best collection of cards that you can have. Red Rising is also based on a little bit of this mechanic as well. So if you're familiar with either of those 2 games, you'll have a little bit of an idea of Star Trek missions. This one is, the theme is Star Trek Next Generation.
Yes.
So you have like Captain Picard and Data and Q and all of that. Yeah. Basically, on your turn, you can draw a card from the discard. You can draw a card from the top of the regular Galaxy deck. Or a new thing for this game is there's a separate missions deck, and you can draw 2 from that and then discard 2. So you'll always basically have the same number of cards in your hand. So I'm gonna talk out loud.
Go for it.
Normally you'd keep everything secret, but I have a Damon Bach in my hand, and he's gonna score 8 points for Captain Jean-Luc Picard, and 8 points for having the Thought Maker. I already have the Thought Maker, so for my turn, it would be a good idea for me to snatch up Captain Picard, because then I'm gonna get 16 points for this card.
And that's pretty good.
So I would take Captain Picard. I would have to get rid of something else. Worf is down there, so maybe I don't want to get rid of Chancellor Galron, because
yeah, I could take both of those.
Yep. You know what?
Possibly.
I'm gonna get rid of a mission. You have to have 1 or 2 missions in your hand at the end of your turn.
Mysterious
And
plague.
that's a mysterious plague. So that would be my turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I still have 7 cards in my hand. It would go to Hannah. She would get a chance to.
Look, basically, it's a lot of reading. And making sure you don't get rid of a card later in the game that is the reason why you kept that one. But like this one, I need to get lots of personnel and non-federation and weapons. I have a bunch of weapons and things, so I might want to.
And personnel is basically a suit.
Yeah.
You can think of them as suits, and they say personnel on top of the cards. There's systems, there's civilians, captains, lots of different things. So.
Yeah, so I might.
Oh, are you going to take
I'm going to take Wesley.
Crusher?
I am one of those people that I adore him, and it's hilarious how much people love to just make fun of him, and I think it's hilarious. So I will take up that one, and then I will get rid of Commander Sela.
All right, and then we would keep playing until there's a certain number of cards in the discard, and then we would score our points.
Do I have any points right now in my hand?
Yeah, so we just kind of randomly drew some things and put some things out there.
No points. Any system right now? No points. Yes.
So obviously we wouldn't. You wouldn't want the game to end right now.
No, after one turn, I don't think I'm doing so great. I think you definitely won with your.
I mean, it was good placement.
Yeah.
So basically, if you want the game to go longer, you're gonna want to pick up from the discard pile.
Absolutely.
Because it keeps that number low.
Right.
Otherwise, if you keep drawing from the decks, you're putting more cards out.
Yeah.
And I believe the trigger is 8 of the regular Galaxy cards or 12 of the mission cards, and that automatically ends the game, and you would go into scoring.
I think is it the opposite way? Isn't there less missions, or is it 12 missions?
12 missions, because you can draw 2 and discard 2.
That makes, that
right
so
away.
a little more.
So anyway, if you're a fan of Star Trek, especially the Next Generation,
Absolutely.
There's a lot of characters that you will, remember. Loxana Troy, Data.
There's Q.
Q, Meddlesome Q, he's a mission.
Phasers, set them to stun.
Yeah, and the artwork is basically kind of like stills that they have put a little bit of a color wash on it, so it's
the
kind of like movie stills, but a little more artistic. But yeah, lots, and there's Geordi LaForge, Tricorder, Spock, holodecks. If you're a fan of the show, they do have Moriarty, the hologram, is in here.
And I think Lore, Data's evil twin.
Yes. There's James Moriarty.
Yep.
10 forward, Lore. Yes, lots and lots
Nostalgia.
of characters, nostalgia. There are a lot of icons that you have to look at and kind of read. So the first game is a little bit
slower.
I don't think it's quite as intuitive as Fantasy Realms.
No.
So if I was introducing it to someone who had never played any of these versions, I think I would do Fantasy Realms first, and then save Star Trek Missions for people who are really fans of Star Trek.
Absolutely.
So that's Star Trek Missions from Wizkids, based on the Fantasy Realms game. And let's go back to the couch and see what the guys are doing.
Just finishing my little polish on Pic Twist.
Yeah, how's that going?
Should be good to go. You're supposed to apply it, and then you're supposed to buff it for a couple seconds after it's had time to dry. So we'll pour some stuff on this at the end of the show. We'll spit.
Sorry.
So get it in there. But I think we've got another game out on the table. Dan, what are we looking at right now?
That's right. So we are looking at Mouse, Cheese, Cat, Cucumber. It is from Fight in a Box. It's a very small box, as you can tell. Lots of fun packed into it, but it's I don't know how I'd describe it, but you're creating a 5x5 grid. You have hidden identities or agendas that you're trying to accomplish. So on your turn, you start with a 2x2. You've got the mouse, you've got the cheese, you've got your conveyor belt over here, and then the stack that we're drawing from. In the bottom 4 cards, there is a cucumber that signifies the end of the game.
Oh, cat's got to jump. Wait, is it cats? Yeah.
Yes.
Mouse, cheese, cat, cucumber.
That's right.
Those cats are scared of cucumbers.
There is a cat somewhere in the middle.
Google that if you haven't seen it.
So the first thing that you can do is reveal your identity if you feel like that would help you on your turn. You don't
Gives
have
you
to.
an action.
It's a hidden thing. Nobody knows what it is. Okay. So it would give you an
You gonna
action.
reveal it? I'll reveal mine if nobody else is.
Go
Mine
for it.
is a cucumber. A cucumber.
Oh,
Cute, you know,
cucumber.
it's
And what is
reveal.
it?
Immediately play an additional maze card without restriction.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
I probably should save that for later in the game, but
Yeah,
I
sure.
felt like it was time
But,
to reveal.
you know, whatever. So the next thing you would do, since you played that, you can choose one of these cards on the conveyor belt, place it onto the map, and then based on the cog wheels, you're then going to change the maze.
Tricky.
This looks like lots of options here. It says I can do it without restrictions. Does that mean I can just stick it anywhere?
Yes. Yep.
And then I rotate this one time.
That rotates
Now the whole world is
counterclockwise.
shifted.
Yep.
Oh
So now
my
our maze
God.
is shifted.
What is going on?
But it said you could do it again, so that's an additional one. So now you get to place another.
So that's my normal turn.
Right.
Yeah.
Where am I trying to? I'm trying to get myself to the cheese.
As the cucumber, see that's the thing. Each
I'm trying to
person,
scare them.
everyone has a different secret
Yeah.
agenda.
At the top of your
So-
card. So you're trying to get.
The cucumber wins if both the mouse
mouse
has a
and the
path
cat.
to the cheese
cat
and
finds
the
the-
cat has a path to the mouse. So you want everybody to connect.
Mouse and
You want
cheese.
everyone to get caught.
Where is the cat? Is it?
The
Yeah,
cat
it
is
come out,
somewhere in the
yeah.
middle of
Oh,
this
I
deck.
don't even
Yeah.
know where it's coming.
Okay, so then that piece rotates.
I
Yeah.
think I'm gonna need it to rotate one more time soon, which I
Okay.
probably can't do. Oh no, I might have locked myself in.
So then we've done that. You would then hang on.
This
What's,
has been
what's
revealed.
the
You know
next
that
step?
I'm the secret cucumber.
Place rotate. You could move. So if the cat and mouse are adjacent, it's not. So we're not going to do anything with movement. I'm not going to move.
I'm not gonna reveal your secret
Yeah.
identity, keeping it a secret.
I'm going to keep it a secret, but I am going to grab. Oh, let's grab this piece.
Do these walls make a difference?
They do
Bless
channel
me.
like the mouse could only
Spring
move
is
this
here.
way. The mouse couldn't move that way because that wall's in the middle.
Right, he's going boom, boom.
Yeah.
So
So
now I'm gonna have to build a whole new cheese wall to get him
I'm
back
gonna
to
do
my goal.
this, which is gonna make this rotate.
Whoa, he's going back in a
And now-
circle.
Oh, he's looping around
Yeah, I mean
himself.
basically he's in a loop. So,
Oh wait, he does have this road to the cheese. I don't know why I was all worried.
but we would keep playing. We would keep drawing cards, and eventually you're gonna get down to the cat.
There
the
he
cat
is.
then can be played. He enters, and you're following these
Let's put
paths.
him right here, then I can win.
You're following these
Not
paths
anymore.
as we
You've been
go.
thwarted.
Eventually, if you got to the cucumber, then that would trigger the end game. But the game can also end immediately if the cat and the mouse ever collide.
Oh,
So actually,
they collide.
that would cause-
I win because I'm the cat. I caught the mouse.
Okay, right.
Yes.
Yeah, so everybody has
I
different
still caught the mouse.
different
Oh,
agendas.
fine.
The mouse. So the mouse wins if he has a path to the cheese, and the cat does not have a path to the mouse.
Is that what you are? What's your secret goal?
Yes, I was.
I caught you.
The cat wins
Little
if
mouse.
he has a path to the mouse, and the mouse does not have a path to the cheese.
All right, I
Makes
like
sense.
it. This is clever.
And then the cheese wins if the mouse does not have a path to the cheese,
But the
and the
cat-
cat does not have
Oh.
a path to the mouse.
Oh,
The cheese
nobody.
cares about the mouse. That's so nice.
The cheese wants no one to win.
The
I feel
cheese
like
is
the
almost
cheese
like
should definitely want the
Switzerland.
cat to eat it. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
they're just
Cat, get that mouse.
yeah. No, the cheese just wants everyone to be
But why
happy.
does the pickle want everyone to die?
I,
No, the
I want
pickle
everyone
doesn't.
to be happy. I want you to eat that one, eat that one, eat that one.
So
Excellent stuff.
we're on the way to making a 5x5 grid if it goes that long, and then ultimately
I already won.
see who wins based
I
on the
caught that.
paths and the
Larry's
movement.
amazing. So if Larry had drawn this card, he would immediately put it there. Everybody else knows that we don't want the mouse next to the cheese, so we're sticking it somewhere far away.
Right.
Interesting.
And you're trying to manipulate
So a
the
little bit
map.
of luck, but
Yeah.
also just a lot of like boxing in. Like, yeah, that makes sense too. There'd be plenty of strategy to like, oh, okay, I got to get stuff built in around the mouse so that the
Right.
cat's not an easy place.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
This seems like a good one. Like the kids would enjoy, but it would also be a brain burner for
Sure.
anybody.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's pretty slick. That was from Fight in the Box. Check that one out. I'm sure you can find it online. We ready back at the table? Let's go look at Three
Yonder.
Sisters.
Hello! We're looking at Three Sisters. This is a roll and write game, and it's been picked up by 25th Century Games. I believe the Kickstarter has fulfilled, and it's available now for pre-order and will be available from stores and retailers soon. But this is a roll and write, and I love Rollin' Rights.
Me too.
It's designed by Matt Riddle and Ben Pinchback. They also did Fleet, the dice game.
Okay, yeah,
so they are known for some pretty heavy, crunchy Rollin' Rights with lots of stuff going on. Three Sisters is basically a gardening themed game, and the Three Sisters are corn, beans, and like pumpkin squash.
Okay.
They all work together in your garden to help each other grow.
Perfect.
Basically.
Yeah.
So what you would do in this game is you would roll the dice and then put them into groups of matching numbers. There are no matching numbers. So we would lay them out from lowest to highest on the action board.
Oh.
Then we move Farmer Edith to the next place. And basically, in turn order, we would get to draft dice.
Okay.
And when you take a die, you're taking a garden action based on the value of the die. So if I took the 2, I would get to do something in garden level 2.
Okay. Yeah.
So either I can plant, which is basically doing the top boxes of 2 things, or the bottom boxes of 2 things, or I can water, and water is basically growing everything that I've already planted.
Okay.
Now, we have corn and beans. Beans you can't plant until your corn is 2 levels high because the beans grow up the corn.
Okay.
So you kind of have to think through how you're going to plant and things like that. So I would get, if I took this one,
plant or water.
probably not a great example because the other action is plant or water, which is basically what I talked about. And you'd be able to do that
Twice.
in that.
Would you be able to do it twice if you chose this one?
Yes.
Okay.
Otherwise, say I took the 5, I would be able to do my garden action in garden number 5.
Okay.
And then I would take the action on the board, which is shed time. And there's this whole shed over here that has lots of different actions and scoring things. And basically, when you fill in to the circle, you get the action. And it may be getting extra goods when you do certain things, or extra points at the end of the game for having certain things grown in your garden.
Yeah.
So there's also goods that you can get on the bottom of your board, and as you fill those out, you get extra actions. So basically, every time you get to a star on your goods track, you get to fill in 1 box or circle in the apiary, fruit, shed, or perennials. Basically anywhere except the garden.
Okay.
And all of these areas are giving you bonuses and points based on getting to certain spots on them.
Interesting.
So you can plant fruit trees like apples and peaches, blackberries. You can do your apiary, which is like beehives. And as you go up those, you're going to get bonuses. Perennials, so you're planting flowers in your gardens, and as you plant up the perennials, you'll get lots of bonuses. So this is a very combo heavy game. I'm trying to think. I played this mainly when it was prototype form.
Right.
And this is the published form, so there are a few like rules that are slightly different than what I was used to playing now that it's in its final form.
Do you want to come in?
Yeah. So I ended up backing this one on Kickstarter because my wife was into it. So we just got it and played it for the first time recently. And she's not a gamer. She did play the prototype.
Oh, I remember Amy did play with us one night.
Yeah, but she really enjoyed it, and combo heavy for sure. I got to the end of the round of the last turn, and I was like, oh, I get to do this. Oh, and that lets me do this, and then I can mark over here, and then over here, and then over here, and like you just chain all this stuff together. It's really cool to see that happen. But despite all that, I didn't win because she had gone so hard after the apiary that she basically just filled it up. She had tons of points. I felt like the rules were pretty consistent with what we experienced with the prototype. Cool stuff. So I just had to throw that in.
Absolutely.
Yeah, with all of that comboing, there's a little area on one of your sheets.
It's a journal.
Journal where you can like make notes of, oh, I've earned 3 extra actions this turn. I need to make sure I actually use them and mark them off. So it is, you do have to really pay attention to, okay, what bonuses have I unlocked? oh, how many stars have I gotten? Because each star lets me mark something else, which could then give me something else. So you really have to keep track of.
Oh yeah, this feels very epic and definitely not an intro roll and write game.
Yeah, so there's 8 rounds, and at the end of each round, something special is going to happen, so you can plan for that. There's a market that's going to give you things based on how you've done with your perennials. So there's a lot going on, but I feel like it makes sense.
Yeah.
Like if you understand gardening, okay, I have to plant before I water. And if I water, things will grow. And that sort of thing. So in my mind, it makes logical sense, the type of things that you're doing.
If the dice roll for you.
Right, if the dice roll for you. Now there's compost that you can get, and that will allow you to adjust your dice. So,
and those are positive points?
No, they're just things that you can gain, and you can cross them off to adjust your dice.
Oh, so you can only do it 40 times.
Yeah, I've never seen someone get 40 compost. Okay. Maybe it can happen.
So with that, you could basically do whatever you want. That's really nice of them.
So that is 3 Sisters. I highly recommend it if you enjoy roll and writes. If you like Fleet the Dice game, heavier roll and writes with lots of combos, this is a great one from Motor City Games and 25th Century Games. All right, we're going back to the couch.
Hey guys, welcome back over to the couch. If you ladies want to join us too, I think this would be a fun one to play in.
We'll be right over.
We're going to be playing What's That Sound from Blue Orange Games, and the more players, the merrier. I saw a couple comments in the questions. Thank you for my health concerns. I appreciate y'all. I think that's one of those things where it's better to be safe than sorry. So this is a pretty large, well-ventilated room. You said you could smell it a little bit.
Yeah.
I have like no sense of smell and haven't had COVID yet, but I still couldn't smell it, and it's very light. And then the toxic part of it, I did go wash my hands afterwards. I think he does sell it with gloves. It comes with gloves, but it's also not super toxic. I don't think. Hopefully, I think it's one of those better to be safe than sorry. It's a newer product. They don't know what the long-term lasting effects are. It's not like you can't feel it burn or anything like that. Anyway, we'll pour some stuff on that in just a second. First, though, let's play a game of What's That Sound?
People.
Oh yeah, that's right. We need some nickname suggestions. They can be as bad as it doesn't even matter. Don't suggest good ones if you have them, but give us whatever you got.
Bad ones.
We got Journeyman Dan. We got Sidekick Larry. Hannah.
I think I got like Hannah Arcana was one of them.
Hannah, that's a good one so far.
That was not pretty good.
That's the best.
Arcana, they're trying to go with. I think Hannah Arcana instead of.
Give us like a view in, like what are some of your favorite things? So Star Trek is in there.
Well, I'm a big like Doctor Who, Disney, anything in the Cthulhu universe. Absolutely anything.
Investigate.
Be like
Inspector
Princess Hannah.
Princess Hannah. I only wear a crown from now on.
It could be a thing.
So you could be like Winifred Habermock, the woman without fear.
Okay, when I hear Winifred, I only think the witches from Hocus Pocus. So like.
So I don't know if what we choose is going to be what she actually gets, or if it just means you're getting these.
We're not locking into anything terrible. Give us your suggestions.
We'll send you these books: Arkham Horrors, The Deadly Grimoire, and Descents: The Gates of Thelgrim. Some light fantasy reading for you all there.
Yeah, fun stuff. Thank you guys. We've enjoyed reading through the comments. We haven't interacted a whole lot. We're down a couple people as we mentioned. So the dudes just got into town. I think last night at midnight. The pills are out of town. So we're here having fun. Thank you guys for tuning in. We've got just a little bit of time left in the show. So let's play a couple rounds of What's That Sound. That was my first suggestion. That was the only thing I could think of.
To be fair, I did not know that was a thing when it first came out, and I did have the blonde streaks in my hair, and I did not do that on purpose.
Oh, okay.
Like,
sure.
There's nothing like a 5-year-old being like, you look like it. I was like, no.
Thanks for figuring that out. All right, in this game, we're going to be making sounds. The cards that are in your hand are actually just your starting score. You can lose these cards over the course of the game. I have drawn, or maybe we could see it. I don't even know. I shouldn't show you guys. You should guess at home. Did you see that? Ignore that if you saw it. I've got 4 cards out on the table. I've got a whistle. I've got like a lady hitting a cymbal. I've got a guy charming some snakes. This looks like maybe a hazmat vacuum outfit. I have to make the sounds that are shown on this card kind of codename style, where I have like specific ones that I'm trying to get you guys to guess. When I make the sound, you immediately put your hand on whichever one you think it is. Whoever's hand's on the bottom
Sure,
is
put
gonna.
the
Can you reach
person
it?
with short hands on the
Don't knock over your
corner.
card.
On the card that you think it is, you'll win a point card if you get it right, and we'll play.
so these are
we'll
just-
play 5 rounds.
All
And see
right.
how we go. All right. My first sound that I'm gonna make is. Oh, and it's quick. Good job. All right. Actually, I'm sorry. You
I
get
get
this
this
card.
one?
Yeah. And then a new card comes out, and we're actually gonna add one more to the stack.
What?
Because we're gonna have a row of 8 by the time we're
no.
done. All right. My second card is. Good job, Larry.
A whistle?
Sure.
I can't wait till it's your
Sure.
turn. My third one is. Oh, she's.
Good job, Hannah.
Dan, I need some reaction time here. What's going on? Fourth is. Yeah, Larry.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay, I gotcha.
If I do a clue and nobody gets it, then I lose one of my points.
Oh,
so there is
nobody
pressure
gets
on the
this
line.
one then.
Fifth one.
That's a way to put
Whee!
That's that one?
Can you do that again?
Oh.
Let us hear that again.
Do I lose one since I guessed wrong?
You don't. Fortunately, you
Okay.
get lucky. There's no
penalties.
wrong penalties, except for that you don't get a point. All right.
Wow.
Dan's up next. Here's your card. See if that makes sense to you.
Oh boy.
It's alright.
We start off with just the
I'll
top
do
row
it.
of
So
4.
So this is the order I have to
That's
do them
the
in?
order that you have to try to guess them in. These look way more fun. Can we see these on the overhead?
Yeah.
Are we
How?
playing at home?
Wow.
I didn't check to see. Did anybody guess what they are?
Have
They're
you
fast.
ever waxed anything? Do you even know what
You know
that
what this sounds like?
Sounds like pain.
You cannot
What it
use any
sounds
words.
This is hard.
Just
This is hard.
sounds.
No words, just sounds,
What do you
huh?
got? I'm ready.
Can it be like multiple sounds?
Hey, sure. Oh, that was fast.
Yeah.
Okay, that was.
You got it. I know that. I was thinking about that.
I was
That
looking
was-
the.
Yep.
I thought multiple sounds were going to be like. That's what I was waiting for.
I didn't get there yet.
Okay.
Not yet.
All right. I'm ready for clue number 2.
I was seeing you.
I set him up for it. You're welcome.
Yes,
I thought it was gonna
definitely.
be.
Oh goodness.
I'm ready. Can you see it? Am I bumping the camera?
How long do we go?
Until somebody gets it.
Okay,
Until everybody's hands
ready,
are in. This is clear. That was definitely an iron sound. I mean, that was like
that
that
was
was the push
chalk.
the button, let the
could've
steam
been.
out.
It
That'd be
could've
more
been.
about.
Okay, I'm ready for it. Let me hear the.
This is number 4, right?
Maybe. Do you need one more? Last one. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. I mean, that's from
Yes.
Okay.
No,
Like, is that right?
All
I
right.
think
That was
technically I
all.
had
of them?
one more, but that's
Oh.
okay.
Okay.
Oh. Well,
More points for us.
We didn't like your sounds
Yeah.
anyway.
Right. We.
He did great. He did.
Happy Hannah. That's what I've seen in the chat.
I know, right?
Happy Hannah.
Hannah Montana.
Smiling is my default.
I like that. That's where I live.
What am I doing here?
So find the 1. That's your first one. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. It is a little weird when you're sideways.
Man. What if there's a
Sounds like
slash?
screaming. What if there's a slash?
You get to pick.
So if there is a slash, it means it's going to be the same location later into the game.
Ah, okay.
Do you
Oh,
wanna do it?
gotcha.
We won't
can
know.
do it.
We won't know which one to hit the same spot on.
Yeah.
Wow, this is gonna be terrible.
Mm-hmm.
Can't wait.
You made fun of me.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take it.
Yeah.
The long
I was a
reach.
little hesitant.
Yeah.
This one. Yeah.
That was weak.
I couldn't do it. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, no, that was a knock. Okay.
You guys are fast.
Not a pen click. Got it. All right.
Wait, how many of these did I have?
Should be 4 total.
Yeah.
Wait.
Did I put enough out?
Or 5.
Need one more?
No, you're good.
Yeah.
So I'm
Man's
supposed to
really
do
close. I gotta get a point.
I'm gonna do this one.
Do 3.
Yeah.
That was just like how do you make a
Or was
sound
that a
for
panic
brushing
attack?
your hair with a comb?
Right.
Oh,
It could
yeah.
be hard. It depends how rough your
This
hair
one
is.
is. Yeah.
Wow. That's not what I was Good job, Melissa. I didn't know where that was
Way to
going.
go,
on
Melissa.
fire for that round.
All right. It just, took a while. Uh-oh.
Are you guessing at home? Are we too fast? Are they
Too terrible.
getting them right? How many suggestions do we have for Hannah? That's what I need to know,
Anakin
really.
Skywalker.
Anakin Skywalker.
Classic Hannah Banana.
Yeah, no, that's the one I refuse.
Hannah Banana, her official title.
I've heard that my whole life. I need a
Slama.
new identity, not the same old one.
Alright. Making sure I can
Anakin
actually.
Seating positions do have an advantage. This is true.
Yeah.
Oh, that was it.
I thought you were thinking.
I really thought this is a moment.
They probably couldn't even hear that on camera.
These are hard.
That's what I
Good.
thought.
That was good.
And you have to use your mouth to make the sound, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
That's
Like
gonna be the
I
hardest
couldn't
part.
do a knock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Maybe. Did she say
Yep.
yes? Okay.
I was like,
I don't know what sound.
oh,
I don't know what old songs.
I
sound
want to
like.
hear everyone.
Is it one more?
What's the
No.
sound for rolling dice?
I think we can.
Like, what is
We're
that
about to
sound?
find
Alright. Yeah, Will.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's
Well,
just our next
obviously
concert.
never been to a concert. Of course, neither have I. I guessed it immediately.
It's the dice. Alright, last one.
Oh, I want to hear what this
Yes.
sounds like.
Wait, that's up the nose. That's done. Okay, that's fun.
No, just make it shh.
Yeah, that's what I would have done.
That's not the sound. That was the biggest sound.
Okay.
Not the same as the first sound.
Yeah. I was like, maybe that's a good soup. I don't know.
Kind of. Oh, that would have been a good one for soup.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's see if I can.
Alright, final round. Final round.
Oh,
Don't blow it.
I hope it's 4. I want to hear that one.
Vaxana.
So which way do I go from left
This
to
is
right?
one,
Yeah, so flip it
two,
upside down in your
three,
head, unfortunately. 1.
Right.
2,
So that
3, 4.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I mean, it doesn't
And
matter
then
as
later
long as
you'll
you-
have a
Right, I
second
guess as
row.
long as you do a specific one and say, you got it right.
Yep.
I was like, could be sand. I don't know.
Wait,
Oh, we
there's
got
2
airplane
flying things.
and
Oh,
rocket.
no.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sure.
I was trying to make that like brown noise that you hear on the like. Yes.
I feel pretty confident that was that one. All right, final one. Drown.
Ah!
Yeah. All right.
That was a
great way to
beautiful
wind
singer.
up.
Beautiful singer there.
All
Love
right,
it.
count up your cards.
8.
7.
9.
7.
Will cheated because he's closest.
8.
Oh, I did. I had the reach and the angle. Was great.
Will was right by
With
it and
one.
face
No, and they are double sided.
They were looking the right direction. Yeah.
Fantastic.
If you didn't get
That's
to see
fun.
one of these cards, I'll hold one up for a second. This is the way we were looking at them, and basically it tells you like the first card is here, and then as you add these cards, it's giving you your second. This is also the 5th, so you would have to give the same location twice, and all these are different, so that you get a bunch of multiple playthroughs. Do you guys want to pack this up? I'll pour some stuff on a thing.
Okay.
Oh.
Here we go.
Ooh.
I loved.
I
saw-
am eating
You got some
donut.
donut over there.
Oh, eating a donut.
I saw some good
That doesn't make
suggestions.
a sound.
I like these suggestions.
But it
However, I'd have
makes
to go
my
pop
hand
popcorn
messy.
or cook corn.
Oh, is that?
To be able to do corn and butter, which was a great suggestion. We'll have to try to be ready next time.
Oh.
I also didn't see if there were tropical storm Hannah.
Tropical storm.
It sounds
Ooh.
powerful.
It does.
All right,
I'm a cyclone at games.
I've got Pic
Hannah
Twist here.
Solo.
Hannah
And solo?
I don't see it. I see it.
Okay.
I got my paper towels ready to go. We'll try not to spill too far, and I've got a can of Sprite. That's what I had available.
I am.
Oh, I love this game. It's
Oh, no! That's so gross.
Chocolate. No, the
Oh,
worst
sorry.
part is wasting
one.
the chocolate on
I
it.
know. I know.
Here we go. Are we on the
chocolate.
close-up? The close-up cam. Can we see the explosive Sprite bubbles? You can hear
my.
it. What
Oh,
sound
yeah.
is this?
How much?
It's got a nice little concavity, so it just holds it. I was hoping it was gonna like drip off the sides all over the table.
No, but it's just.
it's like
It's not soaking
like
into it.
It's
dissolving-
washing off the
Yeah.
dissolving the
chocolate.
Yeah.
chocolate. Yeah, it's cleaning the chocolate. Self-cleaning. That.
Okay.
Can
So
we get, I want to get a little side drippage.
for anyone who is wondering what's going on, Will applied BG Shield
That's
to
good.
this
You
box.
should explain it.
Earlier
I just like
in-
to destroy stuff.
Earlier in the episode, he put some BG Shield on here
How
to
we
see.
looking? Now this was actually the first box that had varnish on it. So this is a canvas finish. I don't know what that's called. Linen. It's got a linen finish on the box, and then it's got we got a little chocolate here that can come off. Oh, wiped right off. It's got a linen finish on the box, and then it's got a laminate on the lettering. So I was kind of curious to see what that would do. I mean, it's like damp just because there's still a lot of Sprite on it, but spilled a whole can, not a whole can, a
Yeah,
bunch.
A lot.
Hopefully you
And-
wouldn't get that much spilled
Right,
on your
before you
game.
realize what you're doing. I don't know if you can see it in the camera. I don't know what the camera angle looks like, but it looks pretty great. No chocolate, no residue. I don't see anything on there that looks even remotely damp. Oh, I thought there was a drip right there. That's just the graphics on the mountains. Yeah, looks like it survived another one. Well, I like the greasy butter idea though. I'll have to try that one out next time.
Absolutely.
So that is BG Shield. I think I had the bottle somewhere. I thought I did.
Oh, it's behind you.
You can check it out at bgshield.com, and they have them there now for pre-order, so you can get a hold of them. I think one container does like 20 boxes or something, 10 boxes, and yeah, good stuff. It's easy to apply, maybe toxic. You should probably wear gloves, and but not a strong smell and not any leftover residual visual either. Like you can't tell that it's on there. There's no like sheen or funkiness that it changes. So.
And I think I saw this commented, but make sure you check. I think they have a list of like suggested uses and what they shouldn't put it on. I think
Yeah.
like playing cards, they would say
Cards,
don't put it
no.
on that.
More cardboard.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the cards are so thin anyway that because it is a liquid, it can like mess up the edges of your cards, I guess. But if you could get it on there dryly enough, I don't know, take over whatever
Dryly?
the recommendations are.
Don't listen to Will. Listen
Read the
to
instructions,
the makers
follow
of
what
the
they
product.
suggest.
Absolutely.
But thank you, BG Shield, for sponsoring our episode. Thank you to the Op, who we did our playthrough of Pic Twist not too long ago. Burn Island Games and the Good Game Company, all of which are sponsors of our Saturday show. Thank you to Liam for running the switcher
Yeah.
over there. Hopefully,
Alright.
well done. I think you got it all.
Good
Do
man,
I
yeah.
have a name?
Oh, we need
Oh, yeah, we
to
need to do the
pick
giveaway,
a
that's
winner.
right.
Do I have any
Dan's got
good
some-
And
suggestions?
swipe it.
Do we need
Anything
to
that
roll
was
a die?
good?
What,
Tell me when to
If we're going
stop.
for ones that like just like sounded the best,
Mutant Will next week. That's right. That'd be awesome.
I really like
Gamma
Anakin
radiation.
Skywalker. I think that sounds cool. I think the Han
like that's
Solo.
too cool.
Yeah.
Is it too cool? Yeah.
Says sidekick Larry.
Are you saying it might be better than yours? Is that what?
No,
Jealousy?
Commander Hannah.
Yes.
I mean, Happy Hannah's not bad.
Happy
It really
Hannah?
isn't bad.
That rolls off the tongue.
It does.
Hi, I'm Happy Hannah, and today we're going to talk about.
A very sad
Can you
game.
try that for us? Just
Hi,
Try
I'm
'em out.
Happy Hannah, and today we're talking about
I don't know. That
BGG Shield. Whatever
that
it
sounds pretty
was.
solid.
Now try it as Anakin Skywalker.
Hello, I'm Anakin Skywalker, and
I thought
today
that-
we're talking about
Anagrams.
anagrams.
Yeah.
Anagram.
There we go.
Anagrams.
That's not bad.
No.
That's not
That's
bad.
pretty good, actually. Is that in there? Did somebody
Anagrams?
suggest that? Is
Yeah.
that a you, Dan?
No, Jason
Anagrams?
Smith.
Jason. I think Jason might have won
that
some books.
Way to go,
that's
Jason.
pretty clever and unique.
Anagrams.
Anagrams.
I like it.
I now demand embroidered swag.
Right? T-shirt with
You
logo.
know, anagrams.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Happy Hannah just. I sound like a clown. Like it's.
Happy Hannah was a little you'd have to be even bubblier, which is I don't know if you can hit that.
Can
I mean, I like it. I think Jason's Men is
Yeah,
a winner.
yeah.
We weren't going to give it to the
Yeah.
winner or whatever, but it's too hard to find the comments in here randomly. So congratulations!
Panorama.
Jason, thanks so much. Here's how you win. Send an email to Will. Send it to Sarah.
Sarah.
We win better. Sarah, S-A-R-A, at TantrumHouse.com. And send us your address, and we'll get these books put in the mail to you. Thank you guys
Oh,
so
wow.
much.
We,
yeah.
Nishan?
Wow, not Sean.
What?
Sean.
Crazy kid.
What?
Thank you, Nish. That's fantastic.
Oh, fantastic.
Super appreciate you. Appreciate all you guys who tune in and hang out with us for the week. And we try to do regular stuff on the first Saturday of every month. We'd love to hang out with you then. We've also been doing pretty regular Thursday night playthroughs. We'd love to have you guys join us there. What else we got? We got I don't know, reviews, previews. Me and Jonah are trying to do the Tantrum House Today show. We'll see if that happens again sometime soon. Is anybody out in Vegas? Me and Jonah are going to be at Toy Fest next week, starting next weekend, hanging out, doing some stuff with Genius Games. We're going to be helping them with their booth. If you're in the area and you want to come by and say hi, we'd love to hang out with you there as well. I'm going to head over to the switcher to make sure we can shut it down right. However, you guys say the final farewells, comment on all the fun things. We didn't even talk about TantrumCon. It's after lunch already. What was your favorite part about TantrumCon? Hurry, one thing.
Games. And people.
The tournaments went great with people eating awesome food and playing fun games.
Yeah, I got to teach someone Castles of Mad King Ludwig, and they actually requested it of me for them to teach it. So
that's cool.
I was.
That's an honor.
Yes.
I got to teach squaring Circleville, and the designer showed up to tell me how to play it correctly, which was awesome.
Wow.
One of my other favorite things was we did the table flipping tournament, which I always love. I got to do it this year, which is awesome. I'll have videos for you guys soon.
Shona and Chantel definitely won.
They did.
Yeah.
It doesn't help that they're like this
100%.
much taller.
Yeah, no, you have to get underneath
Excuses.
Yeah.
And then one of my favorite things was actually one of our fans who joined us at TantrumCon Digital last year, Joanna, is that right? Laura, submitted a video of herself flipping a table.
Laura!
That's awesome. I love it. With Hans and Franz. Oh man, so good. Made me laugh. Thank you for taking the time to do that, even though you weren't there.
Is it on our page?
I think it's on
it's
Facebook
on.
or the event page for sure. All right, I'm gonna head back over there.
You're gonna head there. Coralou's asking what a tournament is. Basically, we have special events, usually at lunch or dinner time, and a publisher sponsors it. So one of our tournaments was Rolling Realms from Stonemeyer Games. Basically, every table had a copy of the game. We taught everyone how to play, and then one random winner from each table got to go home with the game. We also did some extra raffles and things like that. So
And you get food!
yes, it is an extra cost because of the food, but we did a pizza party with Long Shot the dice game. A lot of fun. People sitting at a table, meeting other people, creating friends, relationships, learning the game, and then getting a chance to potentially go home with the game.
There's only like 8 or 9 people at the table, so your odds of winning the game are pretty high.
And if your whole family is at the table,
there you
then
go.
it's really high.
really high.
Yep. Cool.
So thanks everyone for watching. Have a great Saturday.
Bye.